Okay, let's take a look at Trig Chapter 2, Practice Test 1. Problem 1 asks you to factor this. So to factor this, we did this back in Algebra 1 and Algebra 2. We look at this number here, 12, and we think, hey, what are the factors of 12? 1 and 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4. Now, at the same time, all those would work. All those would give us the 12. But at the same time, we need them to create a -7, a subtracting 7. Well, if they're both pluses, those can't combine to give you a -7. But if they're both negative, right, those would multiply to give you a +12. These would add together to give you -13, which we don't want. We want a -7. Those would give you a -8, but these would give us what we want. So this guy breaks down to an x minus 3 times the binomial x minus 4. All right, number 2, we want to factor x squared minus 25. As soon as we notice there's not a middle term, there's no x's, like here you had -7x's, but here there's none, we realize it's a difference of squares. That's simply an x plus 5 times an x minus 5. That's always going to be true when there's no middle piece, and that's a perfect square. It's going to be x plus whatever the square root of that perfect square is, and then x minus whatever that perfect square is. Okay? Now you could have done 25. You could have listed the factors out, and you would have realized very quickly 1 and 25 doesn't get you anywhere, but the others do. All right, we've scrolled past 3. Here we are. There's number 3. Multiples of 20. The factors, not the multiples. Factors of 20. 1 and 20. 2 times 10. 3 times nothing. 4 times 5. Now, it's a plus 20, which means either both are positive or both are negative. We then look at this. Is there any way to have a difference of -1? It looks like you could here, but they either both have to be negative or both positive. This means this guy was not factorable. Okay, you can't break him down. He's not going to break down. If it had been a -20 there, hey, I could have broken it down to a, in this case, -5 plus 4, but it was not. So that's not factorable. Okay, I tried to trick you on that one. Number 4, what are the multiples of 40? I said it again. I'm sorry. These are factors, the factors of 40. 1 and 40. 2 times 20, 3 times nothing, 4 times 10, 5 times 8, 6 times nothing, 7. Nope, doesn't work. So I know that's it. That's all of them. Now, this is a positive. That's a positive. So everybody's positive. Looks like it's going to be my 2 and 20. So an x plus 2 times an x plus 20 is what that would factor down to. Let's look at the next set of 4 problems. Problem 5. I look at a 6. I think of the factors of 6. 1 and 6, 2 and 3. That's positive, but this is negative. That tells me these are both going to be negative here. And what together gives you a -7? A -1 and a -6. So this breaks down to x times x minus 1 times quantity x minus 6. Number 6, 12. What are the factors of 12? 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. I need them to give me a positive 12, but yet a negative here. So looks like it's going to be that 3 and 4 again. This is actually, I rewrote this problem by accident, it appears, because that was problem 1 or 2, if I recall. X minus 3, x minus 4. Scroll down here and look at the next, number 7. We have 13. Well, that's easy. 13 is a prime number. So the only thing that multiplies together to give you 13 is 1 and 13. Now, since it's a -13, one of them's got to be negative and one's got to be positive. And we need a difference of -12. That tells me I'm going to put a negative on the 13 and a positive on the 1. So it'll be x plus 1 times x minus 13. And you can see x times x is the x squared. That 1 and -13 is going to be the -13. The middle piece will always come from here and here, the outer and the inner. minus 13x plus 1x gives me that minus 12x. So yes, I know I'm correct. And finally, number 8, hey, that's a difference of squares. What's the square root of 49? 7. So this is an x minus 7, x plus 7. And again, you can check it. X and x will give you the x squared. The minus 7, that's going to give you minus 49. And you'll notice this gives you minus 7x, and that gives you plus 7x. They cancel and go away. So that is the correct answer. There's problems 1 through 8.